Red Bull were handed several punishments for a minor breach of the 2021 cost cap. Mika Hakkinen feels as though the FIA were correct in their punishment for Red Bull following their breach of last year's cost cap and believes it will warn other teams from doing the same. It emerged last month that Red Bull had overspent on the 2021 budget, leading rival teams to call for a huge punishment. Some were suggesting a points penalty, raising some questions on whether Max Verstappen's title from last year would be affected. The FIA took their time finalizing what they felt would be the right punishment before it was confirmed last week. Some were suggesting a points penalty, raising some questions on whether Max Verstappen's title from last year would be affected. The FIA took their time finalizing what they felt would be the right punishment before it was confirmed last week. They were slapped with a £6.10 million $7 million fine as well as a 10% reduction in their wind tunnel for the next 12 months. Some have complained the punishment wasn't big enough, with Ferrari racing director Laurent Mekies felt the penalty was not going to be anywhere close to balance for what one could obtain from the amount of overspending we are talking about. Hakkinen partially agrees with Red Bull's rivals, insisting even a minor overspend remains significant. But the two-time F1 world champion believes the whole saga will act as a warning for other teams to avoid it happening again. The first thing to say is that I am glad this matter is now closed and the FIA's penalty accepted by Red Bull, he told Unibet. With technical and sporting regulations you generally have a clear decision, for example if the car is under the weight limit or a driver goes outside the track limits, but with the financial regulations there was always likely to be a gray area. I think that is why everyone accepted 2 levels to breaking the budget cap, a minor or major overspend. The FIA recognized that there could be various levels of overspend and reasons for doing so. Red Bull's penalty for the minor overspend is still significant. Far more than the financial or aerodynamic penalty, it has been an uncomfortable experience for the team. The good thing is that no team will want to risk repeating this next year, so although it has been a very difficult and controversial moment for Red Bull, I believe it will benefit F1 in the long term because every team boss will be determined not to have this kind of negative publicity in future.